This is a basic tutorial for creating your first Nearpod. Nearpod is a free and paid subscription account. It costs about $120 every year, which I invested in because I used it quite frequently. But if you weren't going to use it as frequently, you might want to just try out the free features. With Nearpod, they actually have just updated so that you can do it immediately in with your Google Slides. I can show you that in just a bit. But if you're going to create a lesson in Nearpod, you just select, and it opens you up to a screen where you can start making slides. Now you can add a slide, you can add content, and just start typing right into the slide. They do have very limited, decorative qualities where it's not as engaging for the students, but if you'd like to do more of a basic structure, you can go from here. I personally like to make Google Slides and then use my Google Slides, and you can upload them here. You just select on your files. So choose your PDF and then put it as individual slides. If you have a PDF viewer, that would be for like an article you want them to scroll, but for me, I want individual slides. And then when you create your individual slides, then you can start embedding questions in there to collect that formative assessment data. The best feature about this is that formative assessment piece, let's say, adding an activity, they have open-ended questions, matching questions, quizzing. You can draw it out. So if you're modeling something in math class, collaborative boards where students are able to add pictures and like each other's information, polls when you're not trying to get an exact answer, but you do want to assess their thinking. It's a great spot. Okay, our page is uploaded. So right here I've got my essential question. What is a Fermi problem? How can it help me solve real world? So I might just do add activity, open-ended question. Okay? Or for essential questions, I also like to do collaborative boards to get the students communicating with each other. Okay, so we're going to go back from that. You can also insert links. So right here I have a video for my Engage, so I might just add web content. You can put the URL for the YouTube, or you can also add activity. So add content, and you can put in a YouTube video right here. Okay. Another really cool feature is you can add in PhET simulations. So my science teachers, if there's a PhET simulation, you can send it here. You can do virtual field trips for exploring. There's a lot of different things that you can embed into it. One of the best features of this is that it could be student-paced or it could be a live lesson. So live lessons you would do with your classroom. You click the link and it gives them a code. You have them type in the code at nearpod.com, and then you are in control of the slides. So their screens will switch with you. That way you don't have students looking ahead or getting behind on what they're supposed to be doing. However, if you finish teaching a lesson and you're like, well, I really want them to be able to have the resources, you can set it to student mode. Now you can only do student-paced if you have the paid account for this one. Then it gives them a code, and then they can access this code at home. So if you were doing something in math class and you wanted them to refer back to their homework, you could just give them access to this code, and they would be able to go at their own pace and use all your materials at home. Okay, so this is our Nearpod mini tutorial. You could also use it on Google Slides. I'm going to show you that in just a second. So this is actually a new feature to Nearpod where you can directly do the Google Slides inside, the Nearpod inside of Google Slides. You have to go to your add-ons, and you have to, if it's not already here, you have to type forget add-ons, but Nearpod's already here, and then you want to open Nearpod. And then it'll pop up on this side of your screen, and it will have the features that are on the Nearpod. So you have to install the Nearpod add-on, and then you can add your own activity, and then you go to Nearpod to save the site. But it's basically the same thing that we did over there, but you can do it directly on your Google Slides now. Pretty cool. Just as a reminder, this is really more for formative assessments as you can get a lot of data from your students. When you have kids complete a quiz, it will actually show a graph of how they did. And so the kids can see how they're doing, you can see how they're doing, and then you can adjust your instruction from there. It also will save the student scores in your Nearpod account so that you can check them out later for who needs support and who does not need support. So please consider making one of these as one of your formative assessment tools.